Partnership with ABC7 News, and we're getting word, I got word that this might have been a newspaper delivery van. This white vehicle that you see is being pursued by a police agency. We're not sure which one, but we believe we are in South San Francisco right now. This vehicle just moments ago exiting the freeway, and now what appears to be going the wrong way down a street here. Yes, it's on the wrong side, as you can see, of the yellow line. And again, details are very sketchy because we picked up this pursuit in progress, and we are trying to determine the exact location and who the pursuing agency is that is after this vehicle. But on city streets, you can see extremely hazardous driving there on the wrong side of the roadway, and at speeds that are way too fast there for the adjacent traffic. This could be in the vicinity of Airport Boulevard. Again, the best information we have is that it is in currently South San Francisco as this vehicle continues to be pursued. Now, we don't know if the CHP helicopter has joined this pursuit or not. So again, we are tracking this ride, trying to figure out exactly. There you see BART tracks, so that would put this perhaps closer to El Camino Real, if that's possible. But again, that's just speculation if we're in the South City area. And there he is, you see, making a U-turn underneath the train tracks. We've lost sight of whatever pursuit vehicles were behind this vehicle, so we don't know if they were able to make that turn behind this van. But again, we did learn that this might have been a newspaper delivery vehicle. And there you can see it's driving actually off the roadway near the railroad tracks, and we're unclear as to whether or not the driver of this vehicle has been successful in evading the agency that was following it. Again, we don't see that pursuit vehicle nearby. Crossing underneath some rail tracks again, and to the best of our knowledge, this vehicle in South San Francisco as we continue to watch it. Oh, there he hit a dead end apparently, and trying to go what appears to be, yes, a fence. And there's no markings on the vehicle, as you can see. There's another pursuit vehicle. That looks like California Highway Patrol. We don't know if they're on the same level or not. There you see it just struck a car as it's trying to back up. There you see it says San Francisco Chronicle on the door. Didn't know if you can make that out, but apparently our sources that told us that this was some sort of newspaper delivery vehicle were correct, because we did see San Francisco Chronicle there painted on the side door. Now, there are two, as you saw, CHP vehicles nearby, but they are actually on a different level, so they were below grade here of this vehicle, and that's why they weren't able to engage it there, but we're clearly close to it. So uncertain about the direction. Judging by the shadows, I would say it looks like this vehicle is now heading perhaps south or southwest as we see the shadows on the side of the roadway. Again, we understand that this vehicle is in the vicinity of South San Francisco as we continue to follow this pursuit. There you see another BART train. So again, this looks as though it would put it a little bit west of downtown South San Francisco, and closer perhaps to El Camino Real. Boy, there are a lot of streets here, just city streets, and without having the helicopter shot pull back, we don't know if the vehicle is still being pursued or is still in sight of the CHP pursuit vehicles that were following it. It appears as though our video may have just stalled out there. So well, no, it's back. Okay, so I don't know how long they want us to stay with this. Okay, so we'll just continue to watch it for a while. Again, no indication of what the original purpose of this pursuit was, Mark. It's, as you can see, still driving here on what appear to be city streets, but it's uncertain whether or not the pursuit vehicles still have it.
It appears they may be getting out of the vehicle right now. At least one person is up. The driver's still in there. So you don't know who that person is, if that was maybe perhaps the driver of the vehicle who was possibly carjacked. And those police taking a very defensive stance and not really being very aggressive for public safety's sake as far as pursuing this. But we just saw someone dropped off that vehicle out of the passenger side, someone holding some sort of bag at the corner. And then the truck now, I guess, it keeps pulling into different yards and different lots and then trying to hide and then turning around for a minute and making its way back out. We saw some CHP and some police officers a short time ago, and now the vehicle stopped.
Looks like he's hiding there, Mark.
Trying to.
Yes.
There was an officer, a motorcycle officer there at the intersection that he just went by, and appears for the third or fourth time now. He's now gone somewhere, turned around. But just moments ago, we saw him drop someone off on that corner, get out of the passenger seat holding a bag.
And I was just looking at some of the tweets about this chase here, and it looks like that this started from the San Francisco Bayview district, and then this stolen San Francisco Chronicle truck then went down the peninsula, across the San Mateo Bridge, and into Hayward. And it looks like now the CHP is following this truck, and also perhaps the San Francisco Police Department as well. And you can see he's really aggressive. I mean, going down the wrong way at times. He's turning around this garbage truck, and
we've seen him bust through a fence. We've seen him sideswipe a Toyota Prius that was parked on the side of the road. He's come in danger of hitting several other vehicles, and now he's seen this residential neighborhood going at a pretty high rate of speed as officers are in pursuit and seem to be surrounding him in all directions, but not able to make a stop just yet.
Again, Annie, if I heard you correctly, you said that this was a suspected stolen vehicle. Is that right?
Possibly, yeah. Stolen SF Chronicle van is what it seems like. And you mentioned that you saw some of the wording.
We were able to read that on the right-hand door. And I also got word from our producer that perhaps the person that was seen jumping out of the vehicle a few moments ago may have just stolen a bicycle in order to continue their evasion from the pursuing authorities. We did see at least 2 CHP vehicles as part of this pursuit, but again, because of the tight angle of the shot, yes, there is another CHP car, as you can see it. Now we're learning that this is in fact not South San Francisco, but that it is in the area of Hayward, San Leandro, that we are currently viewing this pursuit. And again, even though you don't see it in this shot, there is at least one CHP vehicle close behind this suspect van.
Yeah, with word that it already has gone over the San Mateo Bridge. This has been going on for quite some time with multiple agencies involved, all trying to bring this chase to an end. But the officers taking precautionary measures. We haven't seen them try to use their vehicles yet to block this, what appears to be a stolen delivery truck, a newspaper delivery truck, and now moving at a higher rate of speed here. As you see it trying to avoid vehicles. Some couple close calls here as it crosses over the yellow line, and hopefully everyone remains safe here. That's why police are taking more of a precautionary stance. But this driver is going very fast here on city streets.
And struck at least one vehicle when it was trying to back up its escape. Mark, this does make sense now that it traveled across the San Mateo Bridge, because in our last look, in our last traffic report of the San Mateo Bridge, I noticed that there was no traffic getting by in the eastbound direction. So that would be from the peninsula heading back toward Hayward. They must have stopped all the traffic there. There must have been a traffic break in place. Although, as is often the case when these pursuits are active, there isn't anything on the public log. The CHP does not provide public information about it. So there you see, yes, is that another police car?
Yeah, the cruiser's not making much of an attempt to ram it or even try and stop it at this point. They just seem to be letting him go by as he just slowly went by those 2 police cars that were sitting there. Up now he's at the dead-end street, and officers there you see right behind. There he is getting out of the vehicle. We've already seen one person get out of the vehicle moments ago, and now a chase on foot with CHP as this man appears to have nowhere to go. And now looking at possibly jumping over the fence, and officers in pursuit, but he just abandoned what appeared to be a stolen newspaper truck. As we're watching this live signal here from our helicopter partnership with ABC 7 News, that suspect in the backyard, and CHP in